Welcome to a Tuts Plus Halloween Quick Tip. My name is Cheryl Graham, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to create a scatter brush, then use it to fill a sky full of flying bats. So let's get started. So here I have my bat shape, and to create a new brush, I can either click the new icon in the Brushes panel, or just drag the object directly into the panel. I want a scatter brush, and that's ticked, and I'll click OK. Now here in the scatter brush options, I can give the brush a name, and I can change the setting based on these variables. In this drop-down menu, I can choose how those settings are applied. So if I'm using a graphics tablet, I can make those settings change based on how much pressure I apply with my pen, or the tilt, bearing, and rotation, and so forth. I'm using a mouse only, so I'm going to change this setting to random. Each of these settings have sliders, and I'm just going to slide the size setting over to about 50%. So this means that the bats on the scatter brush can be anywhere from 50% to 100% in size. I'll change the spacing to random as well, and slide that down to about 50% also. I'll adjust the scatter just like I did the other two settings, and change the rotation to random and slide that down also. I can choose whether to rotate each bat relative to the page or relative to the path that it's on, and I'll just stick with page for now. I'll click OK. And there's my bat scatter brush in my Brushes panel. Now I'll take the Brushes tool and just paint some strokes. And you can see that I have several bats flying along each stroke. I'll show my background layer so I can place these strokes more carefully. Here's my original bat object. I'll just drag that to get it out of the way. And I can move each stroke if I need to, and I'm going to add some more. Now if you want to adjust the settings on the brush, you just double-click it in the Brushes panel. I'll move this out of the way so you can see it, and I'm going to adjust the spacing and make that a bit tighter. You can see that update on the page, and I'll adjust the scatter as well. If I want those bats to rotate a little more, I can adjust that also, and I'll change the rotation to be relative to the path. When I click OK, I get a warning message telling me that this brush is already in use in my document. It asks me whether I want to leave those strokes as they are, or apply my changes to the existing strokes. And that's what I want to do, so I'll click Apply to Strokes. Using a scatter brush is a quick way to get multiple instances of the same shape into your illustration and apply those shapes randomly. I think in some cases it's actually easier and more flexible than using symbols. I'll leave you with one trick. Let's say you want another shape other than bats, and you want to use those same strokes. Well, you can just select the new object, then holding down the Option key or the Alt key on Windows, drag that object directly onto the existing scatter brush. When I get the warning message, I'll click Apply to Strokes, and now I have birds instead of bats.